What's up guys, welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, Infernoids. I've had a lot of suggestions for decks, for cards that I should change or consider in the Infernoid decklist from a few days ago that I uploaded. This is pretty much the same decklist. I've made a few changes, or at least I think I changed the Miracle deck in the main deck. I've added it in instead of the third Apostle, the quick place, or at least the spell. Quick play spell for Infernoids, the themed Forbidden Lands. The other changes I made were for the extra deck. I've added in the Gemini Pearl and the Scrap Archfiend, because when they are face up on the field, they are considered to be normal monsters and not effect monsters, so they don't count. Because of the level 8 restriction the Infernoid monsters have when they are on the field, or at least they cannot be special summoned if your total amount of levels you control on the field are above 8, so 9 and above. Then a few choices, like Curry Bandit. A few people suggested that I should run Curry Bandit. I really don't like Curry Bandit. It's very slow. You get the mill in the end phase, so Curry Bandit over Guard Trooper, that is. And Guard Trooper is much better because you can mill 3 cards right off the bat immediately. You also get a draw during the turn it gets sent to the grave, so destroyed. And it's also useful when milled or excavated, or at least summoned, thanks to reasoning. And Curry Bandit isn't. Curry Bandit is useless if you special summon it through reasoning. So that's one of the few reasons that I'm not main decking Curry Bandit. Another possible way to play Infernoids is with Burning Abyss, and then Tour Guide, then Curry Bandit is definitely an option. Other options, Solar Recharge, Wolf, they are not consistent cards. I wouldn't recommend main decking them. The Infernoids also have a continuous spell that during each of your standby phases you can send, I believe, 2 Infernoids from your deck to the grave, but it's during your own standby phase. So it's again a very slow card. It needs too much setup, so Needlebug's Nest is insanely better than the themed mill card. Then we also have the Infernal Gainer. I think the level 3 or level 4 Fiend type that you can tribute on your side of the field to let one of your Fiend type monsters attack 2 times. It's again, I think, a win more card. I don't think it's needed in the main deck. The last card is the Spiritual Fire Art card you see in the side deck. I don't know its exact name. You can activate it by tributing 1 fire monster on the field, and then your opponent gains, or at least gets burn damage equal to the total attack of the monster you tributed. I think it's again the same like Infernal Gainer. I think it's a win more card. Sometimes, okay, it wins you the game, but most of the time I'd rather pick more consistent cards in the main deck over those cards. Sure, it's a gimmicky card, but I wouldn't really recommend it in the main deck. Anyway, let's see some tools. Okay, so the first game, my opponent is playing my Blackwing deck, the new Blackwings from Premium Pack 17. I made again, just like the Infernoid decklist, I also updated the Blackwing decklist, and it's much better than a few days ago. So I might again make a video about it. It's because of the new support, they are very fast, and definitely with those 3 whirlwinds. My hand, I completely bricked. My opponent makes a correct he definitely made a correct choice by warning the level 4. The level 4 has a breaker effect that you can pop 1 spell or trap from the opponent. He finishes the Vial, or Bile I believe it's called, now with a name change. So I get the Monster Gate off, hopefully to mill a lot of Infernoids, fill up the grave. There is the Raiden, which is decent. He goes for Goyo, of course, good move. Takes control of my Raiden. I special summon the Vial back to the field. And then, of course, if you don't know the effect, if your Vial battles an opponent's monster, it's at the end of the battle phase you can banish 1 card from the opponent. So it's pretty much a Tiras effect, the rank 5 Exceed. I think it doesn't really matter. He top decks into a Blizzard, and I have to tribute my own monster to banish the Shura from his grave. It's pretty much a DD Crow effect. Again, he has the Bottomless to stop my Veil on the field, so I again have to tribute it, banish one of his cards on the field. He top decks a Shura, and with the Whirlwind on the field, yeah, that's just stupidly good. If Blackwings opened with Whirlwind, they a very strong force to compete with. I get to start. Normal summon my Raiden, try to get a lot of mills going. I know if the opponent has the Shura, he can get a plus out of it, but yeah, I think I needed to normal summon my Raiden just to mill a lot of cards, set up that grave for the Infernoid monsters in my hand. He again has a very nice opening. He goes for the, what is it called? What is it? I can't remember its name, the level 7. Is it Armor Master? I think it's Armor Master, right? Then again has the Blizzard as a follow-up for the Shura. I again have to tribute my level 3 to banish the Shura from the grave. I don't want to let him synchro for level 6. Go for the Nothung and have an extra normal summon for his level 3, the Pinaka in hand. He makes a good move. Yeah, he immediately flips over the Emptiness. He could have also done it last turn, but again, if I would have had the MST, he just wanted, I think, yeah, he just wanted to be sure that I didn't have an out for the Emptiness. So GG, Venti's Emptiness pretty much completely blocks this deck. I get to start a normal summon Malila, again, same as last turn, or at least as last duel. I know if the opponent has a Shura, he can make a plus out of it, and I prefer to go for Lila first over Raiden, since I can use Raiden for maybe an Exceed, maybe for a Synchro summon. Here it didn't really matter if he flipped over his Emptiness or not. I had my level 3 to pop one of his monsters, so his Emptiness would always have been destroyed. And I go for Black Rose. Black Rose is also an extra target for Blaster. Yeah, also a few people suggested that I should drop Blaster from the main deck. I'm definitely not dropping Blasters, since it opens up Seed Place. It can also destroy a card on the field, discarding one of your boss monsters that you can later reborn from the grave. And it also adds up to an OTK. So it's strange that people are suggesting to drop Blaster. I'm definitely not considered, or at least, yeah, I'm definitely keeping it in the main deck. And here, I think go for Lavala Chain was the only move. And yeah, dropping the level 8 from my deck to the grave was the only move that I would have been able to OTK my opponent, and I do. So drop the level 8 to the field and attack, go for game. Yeah, there is the Armor Master. He has a kinda decent opening hand. He goes for the Armor Master. Then activate Reasoning. Not lucky. Mill the, at least, yeah, reveal the Card Trooper. I special summon my level 2-1. Send his Armor Master back to the deck, Monster Gate, and hopefully, yeah, fill up my grave with a lot of Infernoid monsters. Yeah, with a lot of Infernoid monsters, and I do. I think I'll already have like 3 or 4 targets, and get my big beat sticks on board, deal a lot of burn damage, or at least, yeah, deal a lot of damage to the opponent. I'm not going to activate my Torrential here, again depending on his hand, I'm not really sure. I'm just waiting it out. This seemed like the perfect opinion, or the perfect opportunity to activate the Torrential. I mean, yeah, he had that rank 4 Exceed, the Gear Gigant for Blackwings, and here it doesn't really matter. I can nicely attack for a game. So GG, definitely a good duel. I get to start. Open with Reasoning is always fine. I think he calling for is the better one. I get to mill the, what is it called, the Apostle, the Forbidden Lance, which is always good. Reveal the Blaster, also fine. Normal summon Card Trooper again, filling up the grave for the Infernoids. No Shura this time, it doesn't really matter how he does it. He can always deal some nice damage, and he goes for the Strix, I believe it's called, the Gear Gigant, gets a Search off, and also goes for Armor Master. He has one back row, I'm not really sure what the back row is, Phoenix Chain, so he needs to chain it to the Astaroth. I get that double attacker on board at level 8, so attack over his Strix, attack into the armor, yeah, doesn't really matter. And here, yeah, he can always attack for the game. I took too much damage last turn. I think he knows my deck list. He knows that I'm not playing any kind of back row outside, of course, the Torrential Tribute. But yeah, YOLO, go YOLO. Deal a lot of burn, yeah, deal a lot of damage to your opponent, doesn't really matter. Then he gets to start no Whirlwind, which is always nice. if you're playing against Blackwings. My hand is decent. I think I have to flip over my Needlebug's Nest and execute Decklist, send 2 Reasoning to the grave. I also think a Raiden, so a terrible mill. He changes Icarus attack. I chain my MST on his face down. Yeah, I think I hit the breakthrough skill. So I think I just popped his monster with my level 3-1. Again, special summon the level 3-1 to pop his monster. I can't attack due to its effect, so it's now pretty much a slow game. He sets 1 back row. I use my blaster to pop one of his back rows, the new one. Maybe it's an emptiness or whatever, so pop the new one and set up my grave. With the boss monsters, he activates Raigeki, so obviously I'm going to tribute both my Infernoids to banish his, or at least to banish 2 cards from his grave. I also have the Burial in hand, excellent to again refill my grave. I top deck into the vial, I think, so I'm going to refill my grave. I can't go for game because I don't have the right amount of targets. He does have the Colute, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I think this should have been game if he didn't have the Colute, because of the double attack and also because of Blaster. He takes the Colute, so Blaster is not going to be sent back to my hands. Top deck into Card Trooper, perfect to fill up the grave. I think I mill 1. Yeah, thanks to also the breakthrough skill, which is all perfect. So you have that double attack. Also have the Apostle in the grave. So I'm not sure if my opponent has an out that he can top deck. He doesn't, so GG. Yeah, these were definitely some excellent duels. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you for the suggestions for the few videos ago for the Infernoid decklist. Again, yeah, these are just my opinions on the deck. If you have own again a few suggestions that I should test out, that I should change in the deck, you can always leave them down below. Guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Detum signing out. Peace.